Hey, howdy, how's it going? How's it going? I'm Monksville, and we're gonna be talking about some situations that happened today. Some things, some goings-ons, the things. And what's happening? Well, Trump went to China, obviously. Obviously, he went over there, had a wonderful time. Uh, yeah. We also had while he was gone, a raid on Tulsi, Gabbard. Or not on, I think on her, maybe on her. I know her office for sure. The CIA basically went in there and just got all the documents that she was trying to, get out to us. All the JFK, MLK, MK Ultra, files type things. Yeah. But that happened, and just a slew of other little things that happened, and I'm gonna be talking about them today. And I guess the first thing on the agenda is the Trump thing, and the Trump and Tulsi is what I'm basically going to be talking about the entire video. But I might sprinkle in a few other things, maybe, I don't know. Whatever comes to mind will come to mind, and I'll spew it out of my fucking shit flinger here of a mouth. Anyways, here we go. We're going to be talking about Trump, and he went over, and there was a huge reception. There was a major reception to Trump. Like, it was wild. It was like, as soon as we, got a stranglehold over, Venezuela and Iran with the Hormuz Strait and, all that, and we started, talkings of getting Alberta from Canada or whatever that province is called, becoming a 51st state. The same thing being talked about with Cuba, and then just our relations with all of our major allies strengthening over. China really from my point of view, things changed so quickly that they have to play ball. That's how it is, and they decided to just be like, you know what? Yeah, let's be friends for a little while. Let's be friends. And if I'm being honest, I hope it sticks. I hope this is like Nixon, Richard Nixon 2.0 with the Chinese, but I don't know, better. We actually become homies and we just split up the moon quite evenly and cordially. You get that half, we get this half, vice versa. We can commingle and just share research for the betterment of mankind and all that. But I really don't think that's gonna happen. You know what I mean? From the whole entire history of humanity, as long as there has been two people on this planet, there's been two people that hated each other. That's what I've witnessed. But who knows? Maybe mankind will change. It would be fun if it could. It would be really fucking dope if it could. But yeah. Especially since we have, our space race going on, we have our space stations, the Chinese have theirs, we have, the ISS is coming down pretty soon. You know what I mean? That's quite sad. But anyways, yeah. US and China relations hopefully will be getting better after this. Hopefully, especially after Trump doing that whole glass of alcohol thing, with the champagne or whatever, or wine or whatever it was called. That would be pretty neat. But who knows? China has said for a long time and partnered with people that wanted us destroyed. So who knows? It's hard to parse between whether it's actual disdain or if it's, actual, just competition. If I'm being honest, it flip-flops, and that's what concerns me. But as long as they're being friendly at the moment, like, well, I guess we can be friendly back. No reason not to be, I guess. Uh, I don't know. It's a very iffy, like, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. It's a very delicate situation. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's quite literally just, Trump going over there and all of them being like really stoked on Trump, especially since Trump is, a guy that actually likes his country, and maybe they respect that a little bit over the other people who absolutely fucking hated our country for decades that they had to deal with. Like, anyways. I don't know. But segueing into our second topic here, quite roughly, might I add, is while Trump was off gallivanting and having a good old grand time with, Xi and the Chinese, and seeing all the Chinese children, running around, seeing all that happen, seeing all the Chinese people sing YMCA, all that good stuff. And, while he was gone, the CIA decided to go and, saw that, Grandpa wasn't keeping an eye over the kitchen, and they decided to raid the fuck out of it while Tulsi was in there trying to cook. And, yeah. It has me feeling some type of way, you know what I mean? And the type of way is anger. Like, what the fuck do you think is gonna happen whenever he gets back? Like, he's just not gonna know that this happened? Like, he's obviously gonna know, like, and hopefully he gets back, and whenever he gets back, and he's just gonna put, like, the hammer down, put the hammer down, put the, lead-filled foot to the floor, you know what I mean? Like, just fucking, like, absolute mollywop the fuck out of the people who pulled this shit, you know what I mean? Like, get their names out there, all that shit, get them, like, investigated, like, from, like, the tippy top of their head to their toes, and from what time they left their house in the morning to when they got home at night. That's what we need. You know what I mean? But, I don't think that's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, there's some credence to the people that say nothing ever happens. But there's also credence to people that say the world is a lot crazier of a place than you ever could possibly imagine, and is sometimes crazier than fucking fiction. But, that's just the duality of life, right? It's a whole bunch of waiting and silence and peace and calm, and then BOOM! Havoc, chaos, oh my god, everything's freaking, and then boom, it's back to just, chilling out, and we're waiting for the next period of just, shit to start, I guess. That's kind of the thing in life that I've always witnessed. It's always just a big, gradual, like, steep incline to most things, and then a big, steep drop off. Or vice versa, you know what I mean? Like, that's usually how I've seen life play out. It usually doesn't change until it just, boom, changes. You know what I mean? And it usually, it's kind of like a ruler snapping, It has so much tension, and then boom, that ruler becomes, not a ruler no more. It becomes, two pieces of, useless wood that you can't use no more as a tool. It's just firewood at that point. It's fucking useless. But, I don't know where I'm going with this. I have no idea where I'm going with this. I am going insane, bro. I'm going insane with the fact that shit like this keeps getting pulled, you know what I mean? Like, it makes me want to, like, do more than just make these little videos, but I don't know what else I can do, you know what I mean? Man, life, And I'm not even that old, and I feel like I'm been aged like 20 to 40 years past where I'm supposed to be, you know? And I don't know if you're supposed to be feeling this at this age, but my goodness, I wish it would change. I shouldn't be feeling this way at this young of an age. You know what I mean? I shouldn't feel like I'm in my fucking like 40s or 50s or some shit in my 20s. I shouldn't be feeling like, how am I gonna be feeling in my 30s? I'm gonna be feeling like I'm ancient, you know what I mean? Like, grandpa car level fucking ancient. Like, yeah, actually, if I'm being honest, grandpa cars are really, really comfortable. That's the reason why I drive a 99, like, you know, Suburban. Them shits are built to last and comfortable as fuck if you keep them maintained. But, anyways. I'm rambling at this point. I'm rambling. It's just that's what happened. That's what happened. Trump went to China. He had a good old time trying to get foreign relations all together. Been killing it on the foreign stage, by the way. He could go harder on England and all the, you know, assholes that didn't help us out with Iran and all that, but, you know, other than that, he's doing a dang old good job. You know what I mean? Good old job. And I just wish he would come home and get a little, you know, perturbed about what happened and just go as hard on the domestic as he does on the, you know, foreign. But, you know, maybe that's like, I don't know. Maybe that's for the next guy to come in after Trump. Maybe he's setting the, like, framework that we can't see like he did last. I don't know. I don't know, man. This has been, you know, a little ramble sesh from yours truly, Monksville. You know, you need to like the video, you need to, you know, leave a comment, you know, you need to subscribe as well, you know what I mean, to get this, you know, genuine slop fed right to you. And yeah, that was I guess, my little news coverage of Trump and the Tulsi Raid. And yeah, I'm Monksville, and I'll see you later. Have a good one. Peace.